speaking of change, you mentioned, or well, we found out that the character dies. A pretty big one.
Yeah.
Why did you kill Quentin?
You know, as I said, I think that this season is challenging to the audience, and I think that we have been pretty brave in our storytelling over the years. You know, the show will be perceived by critics to be one thing, by the audience to be another, and I think it's somewhere in the middle probably. But I think that this show has been pretty fearless in its choices. And I gotta tell you, I love Robbie Jones. He's a wonderful person.
It's fun to talk
and
to.
he's a great actor. He's so talented. Now, that combination is something you don't remove lightly from your show.
Right.
You know, when
Yeah,
you're making a show, because the fans should know, you have an immense amount of fun when you're working with people you love to work with. It's so much fun when you know that everyone's there for the right reasons, and you're making choices bravely, and you're being true to the material, and the material changes based on dialogue you're having with actors. It's a lot of fun, and Robbie's that guy. The fans should know that. When I look at the story and I look at what I want to do with Quentin and what I want for the rest of my characters, one of the choices we had talked about, you know, what we could do this season that would bring some weight and some drama to the show, and we had Brooke's attack. But that was very singular to Brooke because she doesn't tell anyone about it. And it's a very internal story for her because she makes a choice not to involve her world with that attack. So I wanted something that would involve the world. And when I looked at what we were going to do with Quentin, vis-a-vis basketball and the time we were going to spend in high school, I just felt like losing him in a very sudden, dramatic way would affect, I was going to say contaminate, but it would affect all of the people around him because Haley was his teacher and his tutor. Nathan's comeback was part and parcel to Quentin. Skills had a relationship with him. Lucas had a relationship with him. Jamie had an enormous relationship with him and affection for him. And so when I looked at what that would do for the world of One Tree Hill, and for the stories we could tell moving forward, I just felt like it was the right thing to do. And I had long conversations with Robbie about it. And the good news is I told Robbie, look, you've seen what we've done with Keith. You know, your character will still be relevant, and we'll still see him. And I said, because Jamie will still have conversations with him, and still, you know, because he's, you know, he sees the world in a different way through different eyes than we do, and Nathan will still have conversations with him because of the comeback, and other characters as well. So I just felt like the story of losing someone close to you in such an immediate way was something that I felt would be good for the show. And it was hard. It's always hard to walk away from someone who's your friend and very talented. But Robbie will still be around. Quentin will still be around. Just in a different way.